Hello everybody, it's yours truly, Chicken Nugget King 313. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, and tell a Lions fan to tell a Lions fan to join the journey. Tell a sports fan to tell a sports fan to come join the journey and holla back at your boy. The Detroit Lions have signed Detroit native Avonte Maddox to a one-year deal. I mean, he was a stud with the Eagles. He was a stud in King. He was a stud in Pittsburgh. He was a stud in the NFL draft that everybody was sleeping on when he went to the 4th round as a 125th pick, being picked up by the Philadelphia Eagles to start his career. I mean, when you look at this guy is small, physical, but gritty and passionate when he steps on into the field. This definitely shores up our DB room, and it definitely says goodbye to Emmanuel Moseley. No disrespect to Emmanuel Moseley. The guy has a lot of intelligence. He has a lot of skill. He has a lot of charisma to stay on the field, but injuries have really, derailed that. So at this point, it's definitely bye-bye to him. And on to Avonte Maddox, who's just coming off of a Super Bowl win with the Philadelphia Eagles. Studs do stud things. Champions do championship things. And he's going to bring that championship swagger to this secondary room when you have Brian Branch, when you have DJ Reed, when you have Kirby Joseph, when you have Terrion Arnold, when you have Avonte Maddox. It's all good in the neighborhood, I'm telling you. So shout out to King, Martin Luther King High School. Shout out to, Pittsburgh for picking up this guy and just giving him a chance and taking, every bit of that, moment to make sure that he can showcase his game and showcase his skill the way he want to showcase his skill and bring it all out on the field. I mean, look, the film shows for itself. The film shows for itself. The stats show for itself. When you mention 270 total tackles, when you mention 3 sacks, when you mention 4 interceptions, when you mention 36 pass deflections, when you mention 1 fumble recovery, you should mention a guy that has an EAC Defensive Player of the Year to his award, and second team All ACC to his awards, and to the things that he's achieved and done in his success. So I got to give a big ups to the hometown kid, Avonte Maddox, to signing with the Detroit Lions. And a lot of Detroit Lions fans, they wanted edge help. They wanted defensive line help. And you're going to get that defensive line help when you got guys like Levi Onwuzurike coming back after having a hell of a year. When you got Roy Lopez, who had a hell of a year coming out of, the Arizona Cardinals. When you have, guys like DB, who's not, defensive line, but he could definitely help out the defensive line and the linebacking core, to get to the quarterback in more ways, more than one. So, it's a great look for the NFL draft with it coming up 34 days, where this Detroit Lions team can go and get defensive line help and go and get edge help to take the pressure off of Aiden Hutchinson. Because Aiden Hutchinson is going to win his one-on-ones all the time. But he's going to need that extra pressure to take off of him so others, can work hard and get to the quarterback the way they want to get to the quarterback. You got DJ Reader coming in. You got Ali McNeil that's going to be back. Pat O'Connor just signed. I mean, you got Al-Qadim Muhammad that's coming back. I mean, you got so much talent that wants to come back, and they're eager to want to take this team to the Super Bowl and win a championship. So, I mean, that's the main motivation for us, and that's the main motivation for the fan base and for Brad Holmes as well, because we might have missed out on Aziz. We might have missed out on Michael Omenu. We might have missed out on Landry. We might have missed out on all those guys that are big-name performers that, bringing the pressure and bringing the heat off the edge, opposite of who they're playing with. We know that. But at the end of the day, It's just time for us to get down to brass tacks and make sure that we pick up guys that are cheaper to keeper and not just go out there and spend money way too much, because in this free agency, it was totally weak. Let's just be honest. It was weak. It was horrible. It was pathetic. Me and you know it. So when it comes down to it, let's go to the draft. Let's work on getting, a defensive line help, regardless if there's Landon Jackson, regardless if it's James Pierce, regardless if it's who's out there that's out there for us that we definitely could look at, coming off that edge. Because there's only 2 that I definitely see the Lions coming at, definitely with Shamar Stewart. Can't leave him out the picture, because there's definitely 2 or 3 guys I see fall into us with the 28th pick in the NFL draft. They might just trade up, to get who they want to get. They don't need to trade back. They got to trade up to make sure they can pick up a stellar pick in the NFL draft. So Give me your thoughts on Avonte Maddox being a brand new Detroit Lion. And make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Chicken Nugget King 313. You know the name, you know the game. Lions fans, tell a Lions fan to tell a Lions fan to join the journey and subscribe to the boy. Tell a sports fan to tell a sports fan to subscribe to the boy and holler back and come join the journey. Chicken Nugget King 313. Lions, let's go. One pride. Let's go. Let's take things straight to the moon. You already know. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.